Hey friends, Jill Case here with your astrological forecast for the week. I decided to come film this by a creek, maybe you can hear this, because that's really the energy that I was feeling of this week. So we're in the solar cycle of Virgo, and I've kind of coined this cycle, if you've been with me, as the invitation to truly make choices that enrich you on a deep soulful level. So it's anything from how we're choosing to spend our time, who we're choosing to spend our time with, what activities we're doing, what we're saying yes to. And so that's really the invitation this month. And as we're approaching this eclipse season, which we are very close to, next week will start, rapid shifts will be happening. So the choices that we're making in some ways will be more profound. Maybe different opportunities will be coming at us, things will be releasing. And for certain, this is highlighting our relationships and the relationship axis, which means that it has a lot to do with what we want and what we allow into our life and the mirrors that relationships provide. And so that's kind of the themes that will be bringing up this eclipse season and our full moon. But today I really want to focus on this energy of forgiveness. And I'm reminded of this as the sun becomes opposite of Saturn in Pisces, and coming up on our full moon. And why I chose this river to sit, or this creek to sit next to, is that oftentimes it's forgiveness that's needed for us to truly move into what we want in life, to actually have the courage to make the choices for more enrichment. And this forgiveness can be, yes, with another, but it can also be forgiving ourselves. I heard a really cool quote recently about forgiveness that I really resonate with. And it says that forgiveness is the act of returning the energy to where it ought to be. And if you think about that, when we're stuck in a place of not forgiving ourselves or thinking that we should have known something or that we shouldn't have made a certain decision or that a certain decision we made has prevented us from where we need to be, or whatever our story is that we're not allowing ourselves to forgive, energy gets stuck in a past, or we get stuck with energy that's in a past form, or that we're not allowing the energy to truly be fresh and in the moment. And that energy can in some ways act as a blocker to us, a blocker to see the decisions that are possible right now, to see the new options, to have different perspective. And so forgiveness is really an act that we do for ourselves. And we've heard this maybe with others, that when you forgive another, you're really freeing yourself from having to hold energy that really destroys us. And so I want to just bring that perspective, like the creek, right, of the water flowing, is that when we truly forgive, whatever's happened in the past that we think shouldn't have happened, or we wish hadn't happened, or we don't see why it had to happen, when we really truly accept and forgive and allow that energy to be what it was, even if we don't understand it, it's like a creek moving water. It's like the energy gets to move and shift, and we get to move and shift and be current with what choices are available for us. Because truly in this Virgo aim to always improve and be the best, it's really made up of the daily choices that we make. It's really not so much always about these grand choices to like take a new job or to find a new relationship or whatever it is, that like this big choice that we think, well, if I do this, then really I'll have this thing that I want, or life will be better. It truly is the accumulation of many choices, and is often the simple choices that we make to forgive, or to let something go, or to not let something continue to ruminate in our mind in a way that keeps us frozen in the past, or that frames us in a limitation, or a thought that we missed the boat, or somehow the opportunity will never be before us again. So I think that will be my powerful mantra this week, is what can I forgive? Where is energy not where it ought to be? Because I'm holding it through my thoughts, through the story that I'm telling, through my words. And don't forget how powerful our words are. And that's something that I'm really working on, is any words and choice of words that feel that I'm limiting myself, that feel as if I'm holding myself in the past. I want to learn to rephrase those in the moment. So truly going, hold on, let me take that back. I have another way that I want to communicate that. And I think all this is so pertinent for the square that we'll have with Jupiter later this week. I think it's on Thursday. where the sun in Virgo will be square Jupiter in Gemini. And Gemini is all about our words and communication, and also about being curious and fresh in the moment. So I think when we let the energy flow, when we allow ourselves to be who we are now with all the choices and all the perspectives that we can take in this moment, we really free ourselves to make better choices, to allow ourselves to see new things, right? So that's my inspiration for you for this week, is watch what you say, watch what you're thinking about, and if there's ways that you can reframe them, if there's a way that you can take your words back and communicate them differently, if there's a way that you can energetically send that energy that you're holding from the past back. And again, it doesn't mean that we know why at the moment. It doesn't mean that always we have a good way to spin the story. It just means that we say, I accept. It was what it was, I did what I did, and now I accept that I have choice as chooser to move forward. So I hope this will serve you this week, friends. I love hearing from you and hearing how my messages and how my downloads are affecting you, and maybe how you've worked with that. So I'd love to hear from you. So please like this video if this is helpful. I would love to hear your comments and share this with people, because truly what I love about this most is allowing these messages to help us all just live better now, to really find more peace in the moment, and to really attune to what nature is asking us to attune to, so that we can find more peace in the moment and more fulfillment. So I'm going to leave you with a little view of where I am, this lovely creek right by my house. Take in the water. Yeah. And just let this be our meditation this week. Let it flow. Let it flow. Blessings to you, friends. I hope you have a wonderful week.